Oh my. Look who's fallen into my trap. Why, it's none other than one of the enemy masters. I knew that my trap would be successful, but I never knew that it would work this well. My master is far too preoccupied with his own selfish goals to care about such an exciting victory for his servant. So I guess I'm going to have to savor this moment all by myself. Though, I haven't been instructed by my master to bring you any harm. I certainly don't plan on letting you out of my sight, though. After all, he told me to do as I wish as long as it benefits our cause. I don't know if you've heard, but you're on the losing team, my dear. It would be in your best interest to follow suit with some of your fellow Team Black Masters and jump ship over to the winning side of this Holy Grail war. Surely you've got a good head on your shoulders, and you can clearly see that this is no longer a matter of you versus us. We're working towards a better future, and my master as well as the other servants are paving the way for a world in which we can all live in harmony. I've seen you out there on the battlefield along with your servant. And honestly, I feel as though they don't suit you very well. You're much more suited to be the master of someone powerful and resourceful such as myself. I can tell that you were never meant to be the master of a berserker. That class is far too brash and hasty for someone with talents and wiles such as yours. I'd picture you as the master of either an assassin or a caster. Though, I think that deep down, you'd want to be the master of an assassin. I can see it in your eyes. I can also tell that you're very impressed by my noble phantasm. Would you expect any less of the wise queen of Assyria? My noble phantasm is known as the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. The wondrous creation that you and I are currently traveling in as we speak. You thought this was simply a tool of my master, didn't you? An aircraft or a weapon for us to make our attack. But you were incorrect. This beautiful creation is a true display of my overwhelming power and ability. This masterpiece is an enormous fortress in the sky. Truly breathtaking to look at and majestically powerful. I might be an assassin-class servant, but I'm very gifted in the art of magecraft, you see. Not only did I create this beautiful fortress, but I can also defend it with a snap of my fingers. You are foolish enough to fall right into one of the traps that I set around the perimeter. Although, I will concede that it is impressively courageous of you to have come all this way out here all by yourself. A pity that your team won't be able to breach the perimeter to save you. Don't worry. I find myself actually taking quite a liking to you already. And if you're willing to take us up on our offer, I could even see myself requesting the transfer of the title of master being given to you. My current master respects me enough to honor my wishes, and he understands that I work better when I'm being commanded by somebody that I'm fond of. The fact that you're perceptive enough to almost sneak through my traps leads me to believe that there's even more to you than meets the eye. I think that the two of us might really make quite a formidable pair. If not in this Holy Grail War, then perhaps the next. That is, if you make the obvious choice and decide to pledge your allegiance to me and my master's cause. Honestly, the world that we would be creating together would be one that you could control your destiny through. You could have whatever life it is that you'd want. No wishes required. You would be able to freely practice your magecraft and command servants as you'd see fit. There would be no more pointless squabbling over holy grails. We could all live in lawful harmony. All of us adhering to a universally accepted set of rules. Servants would be given the option to live their lives as they pleased. No longer bound to the service of those violent endeavors. We would even have the option to remain bound to our masters here in this realm, spending our lives here with you all as equals. Surely the thought of a future as bright as that piques your curiosity. So, what would you say then? Is that the kind of future you're willing to fight for? Are you willing to pledge your allegiance to me, to my master, to the cause that would allow us to all live in joyous freedom? I certainly don't like the thought of the alternative. If you weren't to agree to our terms, well, I'm afraid that I'd have no choice but to dispose of you. And I certainly wouldn't enjoy that. I see so much potential in what the two of us could do together. So, what do you say? Join me, and we can shape the world as we see fit.